This would be a good time to ingest some extra caffeine. Late night adventures on the gridiron, and we all know anything can happen when you kick off after dark. Welcome to Charlottesville, home of the Virginia Cavaliers, as we'll see a team from the American, the Uconn Huskies. The Cavaliers have been waiting and finally the moment is coming and the opening of the season. On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Huskies offense will have the ball first. Leaves it with the back. There he goes. And he's got enough for the first down, and it'll be at the 35. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They're going to go right back to him on first down. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. And the Huskies can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Dropping back, it's Newton. Got it in the middle, it's Duggan. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. To the air on first down. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
How nice is it as a defense when you can drop 7 guys into coverage, only rush 4, and still get home? That makes you feel good if you're the D coordinator.
The Huskies trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Back to pass on second down. Makes the grab on the left. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Illegal touching.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. A chance to sort of put the defense on its heels if you convert a 3rd and long. This one from the 44. Bringing the heat. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. Uconn will have to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. Signals for the fair catch, and that's where they'll put it in play just outside the 20. The Cavaliers offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. We've seen freshmen step into the running back position with big expectations many times. David, Herschel Walker, Adrian Peterson, among others, and they hope that they found a guy like that here.
Well, and he's highly touted. He's got the skill set, obviously, highly recruited. Everybody talked about him. But this is a different animal, Palmer. Like when you come into this atmosphere and you got a bunch of full-grown men coming at you, I'm very curious to see how he responds. I know he has the physical ability, but is he ready for this?
He looks really good coming off the bus, I'll say that. He is definitely built different, but he's going to have to run different than he did at high school. David, you know this. You can't bounce every run to the outside and get away with it like you did at high school. I'm really curious to see the discipline he's going to have in this game running the football now that he's playing against much tougher competition.
Let's take a minute here and think about Virginia. One of the big storylines coming into this year was the rising temperature of the coach's seat, and the process of cooling things off starts now.
All offseason, this coach has said the right things. I'm not worried about it. I'm not focused on it. I'm just worried about our team. But, David, let's be real. He's got to win games. There is an expectation at this program to win, and if he doesn't start fast this year,
breaks into the open. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll run for it. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down? the play fake on first down. Makes the grab. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. Uconn quick to the line.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
Fires to the big fella. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3. He'll do it himself. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Back to throw, it's Newton. Going for it all. And good coverage and better hands on that shot to the end zone. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. Never a doubt. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Gentlemen, that pivotal top 15 battle is in the books. Here's how things went down. FIU handled its business today away from home. What a thorough beatdown and what poise this generally young team showed. I think even other coaches will point to this one as what's possible. Always fun to see two of the game's better teams duke it out at this point of the season. A good barometer, fellas, for both coaches.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
The give on the option. Didn't find a lot of room. Let's give him 2 out to the 20. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Makes the grab deep. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3. And the Cavaliers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. The Cavaliers are on the move. Pulls it and fires to the left. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. That's the end of the period, and Uconn has the lead. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the 2nd quarter. First play of the period will be a 2nd down. Looking to fire. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Going the other way, and he's got room. The 20. And he will roll into the end zone. Touchdown, Huskies. It is one thing to come up with the interception. No, don't stop there. Turn it into a score.
Make a big play and don't be content. That's right. Go out and make an even bigger play, and he does it. He makes the pick and then takes it all the way back to the house. Looked like a wide receiver, for goodness sakes. Turning on the Jets, making the big play.
Lining up for the PAT. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Virginia sending its offense back onto the field. They really need to find a way to generate some kind of offense down 10-0. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they built a deficit. And
here's a fumble way behind the line. Everybody needs a little luck, and the offense just got it by falling on that fumble.
Woo. Deep breath, right, man? You fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Snagged out of the air. They stop him short of the sticks, and it'll be 4th down. And the Cavaliers decide to punt it away. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. Looks it all the way in, and now turns his attention upfield. Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he stopped. Grabbed over the middle, it's Watson. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. They'll run play action. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. They were trying to work the outside there. He played it perfectly, almost got the pick. Instead, it'll be 4th down. Uconn will have to punt it away. I wouldn't quite call it a shank, but that's not exactly going to go on the resume reel. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. Virginia has it back. The Cavalier offense headed to the field. Wants to throw on 1st down. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Got his man in the middle. And they knock him down. There was nowhere to go. Defense is swarming. He leaves it with his back. He gets it up to the 37-yard line, and let's see if they're willing to gamble on 4th down. The Cavaliers will line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt and take it back. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Handoff to the lone back. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36. And the Huskies can really attack on this 2nd and short. Out of the gun, the running back has it. And he's down at the 41. That's a 1st down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Here's a quick throw out to the left. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking to throw, it's Newton. Pocket breaking down. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
Man, this offense, they gotta find something. They gotta get in a rhythm somehow. So far, no success, not protecting the quarterback. Really, the only good thing I can say so far is they haven't turned the football over.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. They go to the ground. He stopped short, and it's 4th down. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the 1st down. Uconn will have to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Not going to take a chance to grab that one as it bounces out of bounds. Trying to start the drive with a pass. He's got the tight end. He'll be run out of bounds, but there is a flag on the play.
Hold offense.
A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Finds his big tight end. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Second down coming up. Wants to go up top. Under fire. And the completion to the sideline, a solid pickup, but not enough for the first down. It'll be third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the tight end. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. He's got it. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Fires to the wideout. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. So now it's second and long. Out of the gun to give to the back. Sweet cut there. They get him on the ground late in the half. They have the first down at the 41. Offense working from the pistol. To the air, it's Newton. Under fire. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Looking to go up top and time's running out in the half. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. Uconn comes to the line after getting another first down. Quickly complete.
Slant routes, they're good against man coverage, but they're good against zone coverage too. If that receiver can find the soft spot between the linebacker and the DB, you'll take that throw all day.
They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Grabbed in the middle, it's Watson. He's brought down quickly, minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. Waning seconds of the first half, and they'll try to tack on a 3 before they head to the locker room. He splits the uprights. And the field goal to end the half takes us to halftime. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
All right, guys, looks like we've got a great atmosphere today in Charlottesville. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at the Carl Smith Center and Scott Stadium.
Uconn has it teed up to start this second half. And he's going to bring it out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. He'll start the third quarter with the run. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets him up to the 24. And the Cavaliers come to the line in the hurry-up.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again. Back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
Finds space on the right. Oh, he's got some space. They finally get him on the ground, and this junior turning in a big play after the catch.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
Trying to get outside on the jet sweep. fires in with the stiff arm. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 22 after the huge pickup.
What a phenomenal job in the open field, breaking off the long run, and they're not going to just take their time and huddle up to get the next play called. They're right back at the line of scrimmage, going tempo.
Gets it out quickly. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4. The Cavaliers with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. They'll stop him short of the 1st down, and the screen didn't quite convert. A famous writer once said, most men lead lives of quiet desperation. Here is a desperate move, going for it on 4th down, trailing by double figures. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening 1st and goal from the 9. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. To the air on 2nd down. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Virginia! Fired in from the red zone for the score. If you're able to move the ball in a drive like that, the most overrated stat in football would be field position.
Agreed, and I think confidence is big right now after that last drive. To be able to flip the field like that, not just do it, but go down and score a touchdown. Running and throwing. For this offense now moving forward in this game, that last drive is going to pay big dividends.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, it's gone final in a huge top 25 showdown. Here's how it went down. James Madison handled his business today, and given what the week was like in Harrisonburg, that is saying something. This is a focused group, and it's reflected in that final score. Going to be interesting to see what the fallout from this one is for one ranked team, while the other figures to get a bounce when the...
Turning it on! Smacks it with the stiff arm. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Open a drive like that, it opens a world of possibilities. 1st down from the 43. Dropping back, it's Newton. Here's the pressure. And the defense gets home. Yippee-ki-yay at the 35.
And listen, the quarterback drops back, and he's going through his progressions. We see zone, but just couldn't do anything about it. This defensive line, this pressure, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
The Huskies now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Gets the back moving. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Catch in the middle, it's Watson. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
Another sack by this defense, but how about this QB? He continues to get back up every single time, still leading his team, still staying positive, still putting them in a good position to win this football game.
They booted away. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. First play of the drive comes from the 41. Starts a drive trying to go up top. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
All right, well, that QB knows he now has to get the ball out of his hands quick because that defensive end turned the corner fast.
And the Cavaliers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Back to pass. And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
3rd and long situation, we're bringing an extra DB on the field, and we're telling our front guys to pin your ears back and go get the QB, and they get the job done.
They boot it away on 4th down. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 31-yard line. They'll go to the ground.
Well, we're not quite in the 4th quarter yet. We're almost there, but you're seeing the attitude shift now for this offense. They've got the lead, so they've got to be able to run the football. You're going to see a lot more of that, I think, as this game keeps going on. They're trying to wear this defense down when the game is almost over.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. There he goes. Couldn't ask for much more there. A 1st down, and they're down to the 42. And the Huskies come to the line with a fresh set of downs. To the air, it's Newton. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
And if your job is to irritate, to confuse, to hit, to make quarterbacks feel very uncomfortable, this defense is definitely doing their job. 6 sacks, that's the way to make the quarterback feel like he's having a hard day. He's had no response. This offensive line has no response, just a sack party.
Now facing 2nd and long after the defense came up with that sack. Looking to fire. Bought a little time, lets it go. The short hand, it's Watson. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the 4th quarter. That's the end of the period, and Uconn has the lead. And sitting in a good spot as we wrap up the 3rd. Let's take a look at our game stats while we have a break in the action. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. They'll go back to work with a 1st down in the final period. Gonna run it. It's Daniels. And that's a very productive 1st down play in bringing up 2nd and 3. Give to the running back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. The Huskies really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. And boy, is he close to that 1st down, maybe just a couple of inches short. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. Trying to keep this drive alive. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down. Looking to throw on 1st down. Here comes the heat. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive.
Man, these defenders practice this all week long. It's locating the football with your eyes. Great job being in position, but also, how about getting your head around and locating the ball in the air so you can go up, pick it off for the defense.
The give, and tick, 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 tick. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. Give to the back. What a nice job by the defense to string it out, not give him any kind of alley, and knock him down for a loss. This is the type of play that could be a pivotal moment. Tight game, 3rd and long coming. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage, he'll lose a yard. Uconn will have to punt it away. That leg is staying loose, already the 5th kick of the night. Special teams coming through as they pin them back. They'll mark it dead at the 10. Virginia sending its offense back onto the field. Power football with the run. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. The Cavaliers in the hurry up. All right, guys, let's talk for just a moment about Virginia. Unless there is a dramatic turn of events, this is not going to be a way to cool off that hot seat. And he is snowed under, sacked at the 7.
And you could easily argue the biggest reason this team is trailing here in the second half is because they have not been able to protect their quarterback tonight. They've already given up 5 sacks in the game.
Breaks into the open. What a play by this defense, and they stop him short. It'll be 4th down. And the Cavaliers will punt this one away. This will be the 5th kick of the night. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. The Uconn offense goes back to work. They'll try the run. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Ball's at the 47. They're looking at a 3rd down and short. Scanning the field, it's Newton. The sweet feet buy a little time. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the 1st down. The defense burns their 3rd and final timeout of the half. That's caught. It's Duggan. Across the 25, he's got room. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a 1st and goal from the 10.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
And this situation here on 2nd down is the exact situation this offense wanted to stay out of. You got the lead late in the ball game. You want to get positive yards, keep that clock ticking. Now in a situation, it's interesting. Do they want to throw the football? How much do they trust their quarterback not to make a mistake here late in the football game with the lead?
Happy with the situation, the quarterback will take a knee. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. Oh, he missed it. No good. The lead is still 6 after the miss.
And that's just the chip shot. That's just a field goal they got to make, guys.
Falls incomplete. They fought to the final whistle, but that's going to do it. The old coaching cliche, go win or no every week. And for the first week, they get it done.
Okay, great start to the season. That's what you want. You want to come out, find a way to win. Was it perfect? Absolutely not. You're going to find things to work on throughout the season. But 1-0, that's where you want it to be.
And I think if you're the coaching staff of this winning team, you've got to like what you've just seen. First